Well, everybody, thank you for joining us for this week's Trade the Chain AMA. Thank you for joining us. It's a relatively straightforward AMA this week. We actually, for the last couple of sessions, we've been doing a lot of explainer stuff with 1 hour projections and stuff like that. You can actually find the beginning of those video series in the members resource portal, which you can find on top of the Trade the Chain dashboard nav bar. Just click on that, go to the Academy, and you can see the beginning of the series of explainer videos. We're going to be putting in this weekend, actually, I believe Sunday or Monday, we're going to start with our trading styles. So we're going to put in some sentiment trading course, light course, how we do it, as well as we're going to be doing a Sig-Dev one as well. We also added a bunch of new coins this week, but I don't want to get ahead of myself. I like Ryan. He puts together the agenda, so he owns it. I like him to talk about it, and I will go to him now for the legal.
Amen. Thank you. This is just a reminder to everyone that all content provided by Trade the Chain is for informational purposes only. None of this is investment advice and should not be construed as such. Don't listen to me, don't listen to Alex, don't listen to Nichols, and don't listen to Weston.
Nobody listens to me anyway, except my dog.
Now that we have that out of the way, I just want to give a quick rundown of what we will cover during today's AMA. Some of the new coins that were added, some Discord updates, some Weston's Trading Corner, Nichols Trading Gems, and I think that's it, right?
Well, actually, the Weston's Trading Corner and Nichols Trading Gems are actually two really exciting ones that we've had in a long time. I mean, the market.
We should let him tell the numbers. We don't want to.
They are.
Take away his thunder.
Nobody's giving away anything. I'm just saying that people should not tune out.
No, absolutely not. But before you do tune out, you should know that the coins we added this week are Steam Gas, Fala, Pirate Chain, and Skycoin. And we've added a handful of new channels to Discord, whale alerts, mainstream crypto news, and everyone's favorite BitMEX Rect. So
actually, I forgot about that. If I could possibly maybe just go over those 3 new channels real quick.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. So first I'm going to do is enable screen sharing because I always forget to do that. But let's go to Discord. All right, folks. So here we have Discord, and everybody knows where the Sig-Dev channel is because it's Sig-Dev channel, and it's popular, and that's where you make money on our Discord. But underneath, you now have 3 different channels as well. One is the whale alert, one is the mainstream crypto news, the other one is BitMEX Rect. So real quickly, the whale alert is where a lot of people watch for large movements of crypto across the ecosystem, whether it's USDT being minted or burned by the gazillions, or whether there's an exchange wallet that's transferring out, 10 million BTC to an unknown wallet. A lot of speculation and trading is made off of some of these movements. So we do have this alert channel. This is all coming in real time. Check it out. We also have mainstream crypto. Well, that's a funny one to see right there, Dave Portnoy. But we have mainstream crypto, and what this does is these are potential news stories that are moving the market. So what happens is, if Elon Musk tweets that he just sold all his Bitcoin and Teslas too, you'll see it flash up here in real time, and that could be market moving. God forbid. Then we have BitMEX Rect. Now, BitMEX Rect, it used to be a lot more fun hanging out in the BitMEX Rect channel before they got sued by the CFTC. But it's where you go to see their options positions that have been liquidated. So if there's a sudden price action change in Bitcoin and it goes up steeply from what everybody was expecting, BitMEX Rect is where you're going to see a lot of those positions just get blown out of the water, and it lists right there in real time. And that's the quickie.
Sued or put in jail.
Arthur Haig's still on the run. He hasn't been arrested yet. Can't get in jail if you're not arrested.
Still on the run, that
Touche.
Arthur Hayes.
Missing an
He
act.
tweeted 2 weeks ago for the first time in like months.
He of course tagged the location, right?
Yes, he did.
I think it was a fake location.
McDonald's on the corner of
He
Tacoma
didn't VPN
Avenue.
to Europe.
Yeah.
He somehow found his way to Switzerland, and he's never leaving.
Hey, Marky, how are you? Oh, that's another thing. I'm sorry. One more thing, Ryan. I apologize. I thought I was going to be quiet today. There is two features here. There's a chat where Marky just posted, and there's also a Q&A section. So please, if you have any questions, feel free to do it and drop them in the Q&A or drop them in the live chat, and we'll answer them. No problem.
Absolutely. But before we get to some of those questions, our friend Weston,
either
his
one.
trading corner, has some great trades he wants to share this week in SPA, SRK, and UMA. Weston, take it away.
All right. Yeah. Thank you, Ryan. Yeah. So fun week for myself. I hope for everybody else here in the community as far as trading goes. Just wanted to cover a couple quick wins that were very fun to watch. First one, ticker is Fallon Network, ticker PHA. This was a Sig-Dev that came 11:30 or about midnight or so, 2 nights back. And I got in at 11:20 or 11:36, average around 48 cents, exited about an hour later, 90 cents for an 83% gain. So, that covered a couple of years of membership fees, basically in one single trade. So it goes to show you the power of what you can do with actionable alerts, essentially. I hope a lot of people were able to catch that one. So that was a great one. The second one, SRK, less of a gain, but nonetheless 15%. Sig-Dev in, out, and just because I didn't know anything about the project really, so just exited. And then last, we talked about UMA. So this one was sentiment driven. And I actually was posting about this in the trading corner quite a bit, so I'm trying to go to find that. But I noticed that the sentiment was looking really strong. So I entered a position, held on, and then exited at 23.40 cents for a 21% gain. Just riding sentiment waves. So
and Weston has done that all without moving his head or his mouth. That was fantastic.
At least he was caught in a good grin.
Yeah, at least his internet.
Oh my God.
Hey, Marky, how are you?
Hey,
Folks,
guys.
This is Marky, one of our TCC ambassadors, and she's joining us live from her car.
Yes, I just went to bed with my dog.
Very cool.
Welcome, Marky. So now,
Thank you.
now,
Hi, good to see you guys.
good to see you as well. Now we have Nichols Trading Gems. Everyone in the community knows Trading Nichols, and he had the trade of the week this week, hands down. I'll let you tell us all about it.
Patricia's going to be mad Trading Nichols.
He knows about it already. I accidentally left a limit order up for ADA. I sure wish it was for more, but I got in at about 40 cents. Let me pull up the calculator. Calculator says that's about 272.5% gain for when I exited some of that. Flash crashes can work for you if you're lucky, I suppose. Some stuff that's, a little less out there and pure luck. I've learned that you can use the TTC dashboard not just for going long, but it actually makes shorts going more accurate. I don't know why I wasn't using it for my shorts before, but it's led me into some shorting opportunities that I wouldn't otherwise had, like EOS for example, as an example last night. And looking at Sig-Devs, there's also something important to consider. If like a Coinbase or a Binance has already shot something up 100%, and then it gets listed on KuCoin for only a few percent, I thought maybe I don't want to get on that. And I was right. It still kind of bled off because those smaller exchanges didn't have the power to overcome the profit taking from the previous exchange. So that's a little something to watch out for.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a really good point, and something that I, in my infinite wisdom, hadn't really considered. Watching a coin ride up off of a listing, and then seeing, okay, well, we're up 100%. Maybe this is an opportunity to go short for a little while and profit that way. That's really smart, and I think perhaps it's something we could get into some more detail at a later time. So I'm sure more than a few members would be keen to learn more about that.
For sure.
Works very well.
Indeed, it does. Alex, this is one of our shortest AMAs, if not our shortest AMA.
I do have, I'll throw out a few that I traded on this week. I wasn't more prepared in explaining as well as Nichols and Weston. If anybody noticed, we had FTM, which was trending for a long time on the sentiment screener. That produced 194% change upwards in price this week. Really good. It had solid push and backing. Also, another one that really kept me interesting for the week for some reason was Matic, and I saw a few other members, Marky, talking about Matic and whatnot. So that was really interesting. It was up nearly 61% for the week. And then one that I haven't put out of the mix yet is Dent. I've been following DENT for quite some time now. I think Dent really has a little, has some legs to keep going. So I'm keeping that on my favorites list on the dashboard. Also, another one, in case folks didn't notice, we actually brought this up in our daily Trade the Chain YouTube episode yesterday, and that is CKB. Which is Nervos Network. Now, CKB was just recently added for listing to Voyager. And Voyager is beginning to get known now for their listing pops. We saw this happen with Luna, which happened prior to the CKB listing. And CKB is turned around, and where is it here? We have it's 146% up for the month, and it's really been kind to Voyager. Now, the only thing I want to say, my 2 cents about CKB is, unlike Luna, I actually don't have any clue what CKB does. And I read about their company over and over, and it's just filled with buzzwords from a ton of that other people use. So I don't know what they do. I was in it for the listing, and I liked it. It had that pop.
Right.
And that's my chat for the week.
Even coin market.
Marky got on that too.
Yeah, Marky.
Yeah, I
got
just
in on that, right? Yeah.
I got in just because of Voyager put it on, and I didn't even look it up what it is, but I knew it's gonna pop up so quickly because it was a new listing. It's same thing with the Coinbase. Every time I bought something on Coinbase, it just pop up so quickly, and you just buy it and sell it next day, and you get 400% back.
Nice.
Yeah, and
Amazing.
Nichols, if you want to just, I'm sorry, Ryan, I apologize. I told you I was going to sleep during this episode. If you could maybe just give a couple minutes on the Sig-Dev trading now that it's been brought up for anybody new to the platform and how those work, which is kind of like what we were just talking about.
Sure, I got you. So in the facts section of our channel, we actually, on our Discord, we have research from the TIE that has tracked hundreds of these Sig-Devs or significant developments. So we can see how much of a pop you can get from different exchanges. Now, they are what the research actually says. As Wes has seen this week, there's been a lot of Sig-Devs that have far outperformed what the previous quarter did. So maybe next quarter we'll have higher averages. Now, understand too, we even have a fact in there about how much an effect there is on Coinbase that was closer studied. So if we learn that about a Coinbase listing before it happens, you get about 46%. If you get it on the same day, you could get about 23%. Again, this quarter, it seems like those numbers are a lot higher. But the key is getting in early and not being afraid to be quick to take profits, because the faster it goes up, the faster it goes down. You can also not just play it a short term, you can also play it longer term. There is research on there that shows how much can the week can have. And I don't really particularly like buying to try to hold it for a week for a higher percent, because you can still have that huge pop and a drop. But if it feels like it's going to stop falling down, then you can get in for the effect on the week. And I know the chart says a week, but the Tides research median on the top is actually about 6 days. So generally looking to get out a little bit sooner than that if you're trying to play it long. I got a few that I'm going long for several days off of their Sig-Devs.
That's great.
Sounds good.
And to follow up on that, I think we were actually talking about those ones work out better generally if it's a project that you have a strong, understanding of the underlying utility. For instance, GRT would have been a great example of this. And then what was the one specifically? I think it was actually PHA, ticker PHA. We're thinking that this might be one that rises gradually over the week, even after the pop. So, pay attention, invest, and then do your research essentially if you are going to ride the wave.
Indeed,
Right.
absolutely. And just back to Nervos for 1 second. Alex mentioning that he's not sure what it does. Neither is CoinMarketCap. On CoinMarketCap, it says Nervos Network describes itself as an open source public blockchain ecosystem. It reportedly allows any crypto asset to be stored. Like, they don't even know what Nervos does.
That's the first time I saw CoinMarketCap use the word reportedly in a company description.
Wow.
They weren't sure if they were describing it right.
Yeah, so just again, it goes back to doing your research and making sure you feel comfortable with an asset when you invest in it, or the risk profile that it brings. And ultimately, a lot of people made some decent coin on CKB this week in the Trade the Chain community. We saw chatter about it. I was too busy playing FIFA, so I missed out on that. That's it.
I got to listen to Marky more. That's what this comes down to. If I listened to her, I would have been good.
I want to say, don't sleep on Marky. All right, this fine lady may be really good at dropping in, memes of herself or whatever they call the cartoon things and whatnot. But she's a trading monster, and she's probably making more money than all of us in the community. All right.
Anybody.
The ladies are more natural at this. We men have to work harder at it. Studies have shown.
We may have to. We may have to do a segment called like Marky's Market Making or something. I don't know.
I like that.
Marky, they don't know. They don't know what we were in the voice chat last night. What did you say? That I said, wait, you need to just say that again, and we'll put that on TV and record it.
I don't know, baby. I forget what I said 5 minutes ago.
It said, I buy it, I hold it, I believe it, it goes up.
Right. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. You got it.
She's a value investor. She's a value investor.
It's perfect.
That is one of the things real quick. Just want to remind everybody on we do have this really cool Discord server that we spent a couple months building out. And I do see a lot of activity going on in the voice channels where people are, instead of typing, they all hop into voice channels. You can see who's in there at any given time. And they start talking to each other. Yeah, it's really cool. So that's all I'll say about that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, we didn't have any shout outs for members this week. Should I shout one out?
Sure,
You
go
can
ahead.
shout one out.
Courtney is one of our newer members, and she's felt really unsure about TA, and she's been studying, and Hawk and I have been helping her, probably other people too. And she's gone from not being sure in paper trading to live trading with some success. And she's just, she's taken to it like a fish to water. It's really been incredible.
Yeah. She's doing great.
Very good observations. For good questions. I noticed too. I'm like, wow, that's.
You know what I should? Maybe I should. Trading Nichols. Do you remember that cheat sheet I put up on TA back in the old Slack community?
Oh, for the I'm sure I saved that. The candle patterns.
Yeah, the bullish and bearish candle part. What I'll do, I'll send that over to you in a DM. Maybe you post it where you think it'll be the most helpful for people getting into that.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
That's a great idea.
Very cool.
Cool.
we're that's about it for this week, I think, Ryan. We don't have any research commentary for this week on record here. If you guys, if you don't know, the daily research Monday through Friday that we put out, which has already been posted for today's commentary, is in Vino's channel, which is called TTC Research and Commentary, as well as it's in the members portal with all the past research notes that we place out every day of the week for members. So other than that, if anybody has missed this, it will be posted on YouTube later this afternoon, EST time. And of course, we're all around for anything, questions, and if you need assistance. We're also, like I said, going to be dropping some new videos in the Academy Sunday and Monday. So some of those will be trading style for sentiment and Sig-Devs. So check back there. We'll drop an announcement and TTC announcements as well.
Yeah, that's great.
Sounds
And
good.
other big things are coming too.
Yes, big things
Big things
coming.
coming.
We do we actually do have a load of big things. That's why we're a little tired this week. We're going to start trickling out our roadmap, actually making that public next week. It will be added to the members resource site, the TTC roadmap. So for all the things we have working on right now, and that roadmap extends out about 180 days with new features and products that we're integrating into Trade the Chain. So definitely look out for that. If you're sad about today's thing being short, that'll make up for it, and you'll be happy with us again next week.
You're in the right place.
Perfect. Perfect.
All right, guys. Don't forget, another episode of Trade the
Cheers.
Chain is coming out later this afternoon, Eastern Standard Time. We're actually off to tape it shortly. And Ryan, myself, and CJ, who from Trade the Chain episodes, we actually yesterday evening had a great hour-long interview and dive into StormX with StormX's founder and CEO. That will be coming out beginning of next week. So check that out. Whoa, Sunday, Ryan doesn't even know this. I'm actually tricking him right now. Sunday, we actually have a taping with Cyrus Faisal, who's the CEO and founder of Swissborg. And wait, that was a YouTube thumbnail picture right there, Ryan. So we'll be taping that Sunday with Cyrus, good friend of ours, and CHSB is another one that we cover real heavily. So that'll be dropping next week as well. I know Rob over Digital Asset News has his brother Alex on next week. So look out for a lot of great content coming out. You won't be disappointed. So
Good project, CHSB. In my opinion, I like it.
yeah.
Can't wait.
That'll be you want to watch.
Awesome. All right, everyone, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you later today on Trade the Chain, the show.
Cheers.
See you then.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Great save.
Adios.